Hey, what's up everyone? Thank you guys for stopping by today. As you guys can see, we are back on Forza Horizon 3. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys it's a little bit of an odd intro, the intro to the video that we're watching now. The audio kind of fucked up there. But essentially what we're doing is we're building this. It's got about 455 horsepower, as you guys will see towards the end. But I wanted to say thank you guys for coming by, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Here. And we're going to leave the stock tires on there just because that's how I prefer my cars to, that's what I prefer them to drift on. We're going to throw 255s in the rear and some 215s on the front. And we're going to come, nope, that's not what I want. I already have a pair of rims that I actually already want to throw on this thing, and that'd be these. I don't know why I like these so much, but I do. So we're going to throw these on here. Maybe go up to 16s, I'm feeling. Yeah, let's go to 16s. And then, oh wow, just now realized how expensive this build was going to be, but whatever. We can go ahead and do all of the drivetrain. Now, I was going to do another paint scheme video on this car, actually, but I already have a paint scheme in mind that I would like to do, but I haven't quite gotten all of the contingencies made yet for it. So I wanted to wait to do that until I had all of those stickers, because I'm pretty sure I don't want to edit 2.5 hours worth of just making stickers just to throw onto a car for 30 minutes of work. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is sometime during the weekend or sometime during the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and make. Do I want to do weight reduction? I probably shouldn't. Yeah, no, you already weigh 2,500 pounds. I am not going to make you any lighter. That's going to be really, really, really twitchy. This thing doesn't need much horsepower. We're just going to throw on maybe, let's see, it's already redlining at 5, 6, 7, 8, so we're not going to do any of that. We might do a little bit of the turbos. Yeah, we might just up them just a little bit, up to about maybe 400, and let's try to hit 450 horsepower. So let's come over here, maybe throw on the air filter, and there we go, 455 horsepower. That's the build. That is that's the AE86. That's all I wanted, just to build this up and maybe go drift it a little bit. But yeah, so there will be definitely becoming a paint scheme build on this car. I don't know why I want to. I want to do it, but I just do. It's one of those things. I don't really have to answer myself. It just kind of happens. And there was supposed to be one yesterday. But the recording, for some odd reason, it's never happened to me before, or it's happened to me once, but the recording almost kind of crashed, and it was an hour and a half long recording session, and all for nothing. So I was pretty toasty. This thing automatically feels amazing. I don't think it needs all that much more. Much more in the way of tuning, to be quite honest. It actually feels pretty fucking awesome. Now, if you guys don't know about this little section, this is something that I came up with. I don't know if this is actually like a drift section, but you come over here and then you just kind of weave your way through the traffic. Now, this is a hell of a lot funner if you have somebody following you, somebody to tandem with. But it does work for what it is. Come over here, stay in third gear. Yeah, look at that, man. This thing absolutely just rips, dude. Which I guess you kind of expect that from an AE86. But, yeah, this thing just feels amazing. So we're going to get stopped. And then what we're going to do is, oh, apparently I have some social stuff going on. What's going on over here? Design reward, driver reward. And, yep, go away. Thank you. And we're going to tune the car just a little bit. Now, it doesn't need much help. It feels great. So we're going to maybe do that. We're going to lengthen the gears just a little bit. Nothing too major. We are going to throw a little bit of camber on there, about -2 degrees. And max this out. And again, come over here to about 0.5 degrees of toe out on the rear. And then maybe about -3 on the toe in on the front. Any roll bars feel okay. I'm going to soften the rear and stiffen the front. I like these to be interchanged. I like these to be swapped. Essentially, I like to have a stiffer front, and I do a rear. And everything else actually feels okay. I'm not going to mess with the damping all too much because it feels fine. The brakes feel okay, and we are going to lock the diff. So let's take care of this. And I think this might actually be the car. I think this might be the tune that we use. Obviously, if we need to change stuff, we will. So I'm not really worried about that. We lost a little bit of our revs right there, but nothing too major. Now, the reason why I like to have a stiffer front end is because I like the car to be a little bit less responsive, and stiffening up the front just kind of does that for me. And just only because I use a controller, and it's a little bit easier to control, a little bit easier to predict. And yeah, this thing feels amazing now, man. It doesn't even need much more anything else. I mean, I could probably get away with stiff. Alright, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, this thing is fucking amazing. Now, like I said, I have had one of these. And it was possibly one of my best drift cars there for a while. But it was one of the first ones that I built on this game. So I didn't really have anything else to compare it to. But now that I have a good collection of drift cars built, I didn't really want to go this way, but we are. But yeah, now that I have a little bit of a collection built, I wanted to see how well these things compare to some of my other cars, especially now that I've gotten a little bit more into the inner workings of the tuning. I know what a little bit more of the adjustments do specifically to the car. And this thing, you don't really need a lot of horsepower. Like I said, this thing only has about 500, I think, right? 500 horsepower, I want to say. We just did this, and I don't remember. Yeah, no, 450 horsepower. So you don't need much, and it's only got 400 foot-pounds of torque. I say only at 400 foot-pounds. That's a lot of foot-pounds of torque. But yeah, it's not massively powerful. But since it's so light and it's got such a short wheelbase, the car is just really easy to slide around, and I really enjoy that. We're on oncoming traffic here. Probably shouldn't be, but I mean, fuck it. We're gonna kill a Mini Cooper because it got in our way. Dodging and weaving in between oncoming traffic. Yeah, this thing is really controlled, man. Absolutely controlled. It feels fantastic. Let's get back onto the left-hand side of the road here. And we just passed a little Datsun 240, I believe is what that was. A Fairlady Z. I'm gonna kill a couple of light posts. I'm kind of arguing with my hands today, man. They don't necessarily want to work all that well. I got a tram coming our way, so yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. The moment that I saw that the tram was coming our way, as well as I'm going sideways, I kind of knew we were gonna get murdered just a little bit. But yeah, the thing feels fucking awesome. It feels really steady. It feels really stable. And what we need to do is we need to get out of Surfer's Paradise. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come up here to the roundabout area, which is, if we go this way, we will eventually find it. This little roundabout coming up is not the one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the big round. What are you doing going across the... I mean, whatever. I mean, I guess that works. But, okay. Let's see. Where is this little roundabout at? So I should just have to keep going. Yeah, so all I have to do is turn right here, and then we will find it. I think that's what it meant. Yeah, turn right, right? Yeah, there it is. I can see it on the map. Because what I want to do is go hit the hill, the two-gay kind of drift section, and see how this thing feels there. See, that's kind of how I base my cars. I don't necessarily know how well they feel unless I'm able to take it somewhere that I can actually compare it along with other cars. We're just going to run right into a tree there, just like that, because we're professionals, and that's what professionals do. You're not professional until you hit trees on purpose, okay? But, yeah, I like to take cars somewhere where I can kind of compare them to other cars of mine. And this thing, it wins in terms of feeling. Like, it's really easy to control. The rear end does kind of like to move around a lot. Like, it likes to wiggle. But when it comes to the controllability of the slide, it actually feels pretty good. Now, I was too busy looking at that Mini Cooper because I had a pumpkin all over it, and the pumpkin is kind of the wrong season for that now, turn 10. Just saying. It's Christmas time, or winter time, or whatever you guys celebrate. Nope, yep, we're gonna rewind that. See, you guys didn't see that. That didn't happen. Nope. That did not happen. So, I don't know about you guys, but it has definitely gotten cold where I live. And my fingers are fucking frozen. Get the hell out of my way, RX-7. But, yeah, my fingers are absolutely frozen. Yeah. Get around, turn up here. This thing sounds fucking awesome. Now, this is not an engine that I typically use. I typically throw in the 3.2 liter i6, that way I can just single turbo it and go from there. But this engine feels incredible. Okay, yeah, so this, I should probably lower the tire pressure in the rear just so that it's not as all over the place. But I think if I go too far on that front, I think what's going to happen is that the tires are going to overheat really easily, which is not necessarily what I want. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and get turned around. We're going to do a little bit of adjustment to the tune, nothing too major. We're just going to lower the rear tire pressure just a little bit, not much, just a tiny bit, maybe like 1 clicks or 2, and go down like that. And then I'm also going to maybe stiffen up the rear anti-roll bars just a tiny bit, just to kind of see if I can keep that rear end to not necessarily move around as much. But yeah, here we go. Let's take a breath. Woosah, woosah. So here we go. You guys have to be really careful coming down this little section right here. Driver tours are always around this place, which is rather irritating because this is such an addictive drift zone that it's easy just to run it for hours and hours and hours, and then trying to get that perfect run. And driver tires can very easily come through here. Or traffic can come through here and ruin your shit also. But the car definitely feels better. It's definitely a little bit more understeery, which I'm kind of surprised. Typically, if you loosen or tighten the rear anti-roll bars, that'll typically make it a little bit more oversteery. But it feels great now. That could possibly be the tire pressure for me. So there's that. Now I think that's possibly all we're going to do to the car tune-wise. But yeah, it feels fucking incredible, man. It feels absolutely insane. Where's the road? There it is. Turned in a little bit early, but oh well. That's a really tricky corner to get into, man. I come down here a lot just to get some of these corners to connect. And some of these are really, really difficult to get into. Yeah, this is a really fun place to be, man. Super fun place to come and drive around at. Where do I want to go next? I want to maybe... Let's go to the Rainforest and maybe... Right, so here we are into the in the Rainforest. I went ahead and fast traveled because they were going to make us go off-road. And to be honest, I didn't feel like going off-road at that moment in time. Now, what we are going to go do is hit some of these drift zones over here and maybe see how this... I love these roads, man. These roads are fucking incredible. They really, really are. Of course, leave it to the fucking drivators to come get in the way. God, you can just throw this thing into the corner, man. That was insane. Oh my god. Of course, we lose it. So... yeah, that's the thing. So we're gonna, just rewind time just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nope, that didn't make any difference. Okay, well, did that for no reason. And there's another one over here. So, now I am definitely expecting this car to demolish this drift zone. This is a fantastic little drift zone over here. Going a little bit too fast. So, since we balled those, since we messed both of those drift zones up, we're probably gonna hit them again. But man, this car on fucking the Rainforest roads feels incredible, man. It really does. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this here. We're going to come over here to social, and we're going to make a private session, private online free room, and maybe get rid of the Jarbitars. So maybe we can get a better run into these corners. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's kind of cheeky, I know, but it works out for the better. I promise. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, so let's see if we can get maybe a little bit of a better run through here. Oh, man, I'm in love with this car. I really am. This thing feels amazing. Holy shit, does this thing feel awesome. Now, I feel like if maybe my hands weren't so cold and frozen, I feel like this thing could possibly give me some new personal bests, but as of right now, probably not. Yep, we're definitely going to over-rotate that. Can we pull it back? We can, but I don't think that we're going to be able to get a personal best here. Yeah, no, we're far from it. Far from a personal best right there. But, man, this thing just feels incredible. I am in love with this car. Now, the past couple days, I have been playing around with some different tunings, like messing around with tire widths and seeing what works best. And what I've been trying the past couple days is putting one size fatter tires on the front and leaving the rear just one size down. And it surprisingly works fairly decently well, but we're running into everything. Yeah, it works decently well, but I think now that once you kind of come back to this, once you kind of come back to the way of fatter tires in the rear, the way that it should be, you can definitely feel the difference, man. And this just feels infinitely better, just by miles. And so yeah, if you guys want to give that a shot, I do definitely recommend it. Some of you guys might like it more than I did, and it doesn't make the car drive like shit, but it does kind of give the front end, I don't want to say grip, because obviously it does. It's going to give the front end a little bit more grip than normal, but the way that it works is it kind of gives you this delay in grip, if that makes any sense. It's kind of, we leveled up. Let's do a wheel spin. Or not. Nope, that is not what I want to do. Okay. But yeah, it kind of gives us like this delay of grip. So, like, the car will understeer really bad going into the corner. And kind of like through the center when you're trying to correct it. That's when oh my god, we got lucky with that tree. But that's when all of the grip is kind of, really, I find the one tree. Okay. But yeah, it kind of gives in the center of the corner the moment you guys start to correct. It's kind of when all of that grip is elevated, and it's just, you know, for me, it's not for me. I tried it. I went into it with an open mind, and yeah, I don't. And the reason why I tried it is because on some drift cars, on some professional drift cars, that's actually how they do it. They have fatter tires in the front. And I just figured it'd be fun to give it a try. I definitely suggest you guys go and try it. That's for sure. But I think that's going to be it for the video, guys. I am kind of sorry if this has been a little bit of a lackluster video, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But, oh man, my throat's getting all scratchy on me now. And my hand is completely falling off the controller. Thank you. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this episode, don't forget to slay that like button. If you guys want to see more episodes like this, and if you guys want to give me suggestions, make sure you guys tell me in the comments below. And if you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe. We are 81 subscribers strong, which is, that's not a lot, but we're getting there, guys. I want to reach 100 soon. That'd be really, really awesome. And you guys can find my Facebook and Twitter in the description box below. And until next time, guys, peace.